Later this afternoon on S2C TV, a beloved Birmingham-based car and children's TV icon finds himself homeless in Bum. But now on S2C TV, Skater6453 takes on KingOfThePiggus in Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. Alright, welcome back to TV Takeover. Today we are doing some Robot Wars Extreme Destruction on the GBA. This is a game that honestly I bloody love, and I'm very happy to see it actually here on TV Takeover. It's one that maybe some members of the channel have played before elsewhere, but not here on the channel itself, so it's nice to see it finally appear here. But yes, today we have two brave competitors going to be playing this game with the goal of making their way through the tournament mode, all the way through to the gold tournament. They will try and finish that inside of 45 minutes. But if they don't finish it within the 45 minutes, it'll be the person who makes the most progress in that time. Just because, yeah, we want to be mindful of how long this video may go for. But who are the two people who shall be playing this game today? We'll start in the order I see them on screen, starting with my opponent from round one. He's made it into round two, obviously, by merit of coming second place in Sheepdog and Wolf. It's KingOfThePiggus. Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling about this? Oh, yeah, you guys. Sorry, go on.
This ought to be interesting.
It should be, yeah.
Because unlike the Sheepdog, I never actually played this.
No, you have no experience with this whatsoever, and you have chosen Firestorm 3. Any particular reason?
Just had to pick somebody.
I mean, fair, but like, was it the name that attracted you? The paint scheme?
No, I just randomly picked.
Okay, then you just happened to pick one of the historically better competitors. Never won a title, but historically one of the better ones to have ever competed on the British show. And of course, your opponent for this match is one person who, how best do I put this? They won their group match, the round one match in Jackie Chan, narrowly beat out, well, I say narrowly beat out, he beat out Gizmo, Cat 11, and of course eliminated Connor David in that Jackie Chan match. It is, of course, Skater. Hello to you.
Hello, good to see everyone again. And it was pretty narrow with Gizmo. If it wasn't for just that last fight, just really doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
so it would have been a hell of a lot closer if it wasn't for that. But yeah, well, you're not the only one, Piggus. I haven't played this one either. I am a big fan of the BattleBots and Robot Wars series back in the day, but I never played this game because, unfortunately, as we were discussing a bit earlier, we Americans weren't privy to this game in particular. But I did play a BattleBots game, so we'll see how this goes.
Absolutely. And for this one, you have gone for propeller-head. Any particular reason of what attracted you to this robot?
I love spinners and destruction.
Fair enough. I can't even argue with that. And before we kick the race off, we will chime in with the peanut gallery, starting in the order I see them. Starting with my co-host for Television Takeover, Mr. Bobbledink. Hello to you.
Hello, YouTube watchers. It's your boy, Bobbledink, and I'm always the first in your pecking order. So, it just makes sense I'm the co-host, really.
I think it's because it all goes alphabetically.
Yeah, I know. It just makes me feel important. So, yeah, no, it's good to be here, and I've been here for every other quarterfinal. So I'm excited to see who's joining the club. Should we say?
Absolutely, yeah. as I say, because we won't reveal who's quite made it if you haven't seen those other videos. But as I say, the results will be at the end of this video. So if you haven't watched the other ones prior to this, because this is technically quarterfinal 3 in terms of name, but in terms of production order, it's actually the 4th and final quarterfinal. So, but we'll touch on that a little bit later towards the end of the video. But next in the peanut gallery is, dare I say, the man who is the most qualified to be here, the Robot Wars experts, Mr. CJC. Hello.
The moment you told me this game was being played, I had to be here no matter what. It didn't matter if it was 4 a.m. and I was on absolutely zero sleep. I was going to make sure that I was here for this historic occasion.
Well, I was going to say, I was a little bit worried because, for context, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I was thinking that's 1 o'clock in the morning for him, and I'm like, is he going to still be awake for this? And here you are, so it's worked out well.
I am the most awake I've ever been in my life, and I love it.
And, of course, we have one more person in the peanut gallery, that is Mr. Dreadclaw Dragadon. Hello.
Hello, Governor.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty swell. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you for asking. Not too bad. You looking forward to some Robot Wars?
Hell yeah, looking for some carnage while eat some fish and chips.
Fair enough. Good way to eat fish and chips, actually. Well, what does
looking
Robot
for
Wars?
some currants. For currants.
For some... Hey?
That's what I heard, looking for some currants.
Fish and chips.
No,
He said he was looking for destruction while he was...
Oh, I heard looking for currants. Okay. That's why I heard the fish and chips part. I was confused. I was like, yeah.
As I say, unless America has rapidly...
It must be a British thing that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. A very British. Cheerio.
What I'm learning is
You
fish and
sound
chips
like
in
my
America
dad.
has currants in it, so yeah.
Hey, you didn't know
Right.
that?
No, I didn't.
Anything? I don't know fish though.
Right. Well, with that said, the goal has been explained. The get through to the gold tournament. The first of you to win the gold tournament, or whichever one of you makes the most progress in that 45 minutes. Are you both ready to go?
Yep.
All right, then. Then I will start the timer on the after I say 3, 2, 1, square charge. So no time at all. Might as well kick it off. 3, 2, 1, square to charge. Go, go, go.
oh, I love that
Don't you mean
transition.
activate?
Oh, activate.
Oh, 101.
Yeah. Oh, 101, and was it Propeller-head and
Activate.
Firestorm and... Who was the one against Firestorm?
Isn't that
Oh,
the
101 for both of you. Oh, okay. That's
Isn't
right.
that the
101
DVD exercise we used to like jump
Yeah,
along to in
activate.
primary school? Yeah.
Yeah, activate. And
Yeah.
I always used to think of it as like, oh, we're watching Robot Wars.
Exactly.
Weirdly, 101. I think if I recall correctly, 101 is this model of 101 is based off its predecessor, RoboDoc from Series 2, which is why it looks a bit weird. And not
But it
actually
also doesn't have
101
the
like.
pneumatic spike, does it? On this one?
No,
Oh,
No, it doesn't.
No, it hasn't. No, there is a pneumatic spike. I can see it just where.
Yeah, but the way that the back is like slightly taller than the front is that's what RoboDoc was like.
Ah, right. I see. If I may offer a brief hint to you both, the buttons on the wall, if you see them, the yellow and red buttons on the wall, they are your friends. Just be careful how you use them.
Ah, okay.
Just something to bear in mind.
I was going to say, I've played this game and I have no idea what I'm looking at, so...
Well, shit.
Skater appears to have mauled 101 with Propeller-head.
I love that your reward is the house robots just attack the robot that lost. It's so in keeping with the actual show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
With Firestorm, come on.
My defense.
So yeah, the red button is the pit, so try not to drive down there. Yellow one is the spinning disc of doom.
Oh, they have the pit
I-
in this game.
I had the 3, 2, 1 activate sound effect, and it was like, yes, this is my element.
Yeah, I was trying to I was trying to see if the pit was a thing. I was just assuming that it was, but just
Pit.
I believe you can press A, by the way, Skater, to move on to the next match.
Brad.
oh, you can. Oh, okay. So
I was gonna say, so Bash was like taking his time.
I was going to say, he was
more than
being
101.
really bloody methodical with the massacre there, yeah.
God damn, Dominator 2 in the second round.
Ooh. Now, this is a good one for your second opponent. Not to say 101's not good, it is, but
Yeah,
Dominator,
but Dominator 2 is
Ooh.
considerably better.
Yeah, no, Dominator 2 is one that, as a kid, I didn't really have a huge appreciation for, but as an adult, I'm sitting there going, I fucking love
I
Dominator.
think I'm about to die.
It punched above its weight a lot. 'Cause
Oh,
it was
it sure did.
top 8 3 seasons in a row, which is a very fucking good batting average.
Ah, dang it!
Oh, no! That was so close!
That's what I
Don't
was...
tell me Piggus went in the pit.
No.
His opponent nearly went in the pit. Yeah.
And he almost dumped 101 in the pit, and I was like, that's brilliant.
That's what I was trying.
That would have been
Oh,
very
he lost.
clutch. That would have been very
That's what I
clutch.
was
By the way,
trying.
if you lose, feel free. If you don't really vibe with that robot, to
Oh.
switch to another one.
I just
But
made
Did they just drop a fridge on you?
Yeah,
they just dropped
That's
the
the
fridge
drop
on
zone.
them, yeah.
that is the drop zone.
Does that happen in the real life
Yes.
contest?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
in
damn.
Series 6
Wow.
and 7,
Oh,
they had a thing called the drop
Speaking
zone.
of Dominator 2, King's just switched to Dominator 2.
It's like the it's like the anvils in Crash Bash, you know.
I think
It-
it might be a set order.
They have.
It
they
might
have-
be inspired by
they-
Crash Bash. For
They
all we know.
drop all sorts of shit in the drops. They had bowling balls
Yeah,
at one
yes.
point, a massive
doesn't.
buoy, a washing machine, a fridge.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Boeing Ball TV. What were you looking for there, King?
I was trying to remember the controls.
It's
saw it
basically
earlier.
just drive A and B, so...
Hmm.
the only thing that sucks with a spinner is you gotta wait for it to spin up. But
You do have to wait for it to, power up.
oh,
but...
there it goes.
Bang, there you go. Man, shunt with his 4 polygons.
I think 4 is generous. Oh, where's he? Is he gonna push him in?
No flipper.
He's gonna push
He's-
him. He pushed him
He's
in.
got less, he's got less
pushed him into the
polygons than the PlayStation 1 model.
It.
Yeah. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Oh, tornado!
Ooh, we
you
got
less-
fuck.
less
Tornado.
polygons. I was going to say less polygons than Howard Mandel.
So we got spinner. Spinner versus blade.
If you know, you know.
Technically still spin.
Mr. Joke Explainer, please explain the joke for me.
Mr.
You should have been at one of the quarterfinals that we, in production secrets, we filmed yesterday. So
Oh, I'll travel back in time and then hop in one of the VCs. Give me a moment.
And for those watching out in the VOD, you can catch that VOD now, but preferably after this one.
Oh, hang on.
We want the watch
King's
minutes.
got an interesting strategy.
Oh!
He got out of it.
As I say,
So-
101 just
Commentator
delayed, yeah.
curse!
So I wonder now, if you're Dominator 2, will you fight someone different in round 2?
Potentially.
Because I'd like to see who you fight against.
Oh,
It's like, surprise, here's fucking Firestorm 3.
Is that a fan on the
Firestorm.
ground?
Skater, you know the
That is
true way to
That is
win
the Disc of
is
Doom.
Oh,
you gotta do the spinneroonie.
it looks like
Well,
it's
like, did you-
moving.
Did you have a question?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh. Come on, King.
Hang on, he's smoking, so there's damage is being done.
He's smoking not in the
Come on,
designated
Push him
smoking
in the
area.
pit.
On the designated smoking area.
Push
Hey,
him in the
No,
pit.
this was pre-smoking
Oh,
ban.
shit.
No.
Yeah, Robot Wars had the Marlboro sponsoring in the first 3 series. That's how it got such a massive audience.
Is that why they lost the advertising spots? It was that Philip
Yeah.
Morris money stopped coming in.
Yeah,
Finally. That was a
Boom.
pain.
let's go Dominator.
there
And
goes.
I like
Shank's
Shit
going to
again.
commit murder.
Pit.
Aw.
All right, well, it's Firestorm 3. What did I say?
Hey.
Thermidor 2 above Tornado? What the fuck?
Apparently.
In what? Like, I love Thermidor 2. Great robot. Not nearly as good as
great.
Tornado.
No,
Tornado is...
Oh no.
It's an interesting selection of bots, because you got, like, some Extreme Warriors bots, like Rosie the Riveter and Propeller-head, and then you got...
Oh no! Oh.
Come on,
Oh.
Firestorm.
That's all the commentary is
You got proper legend then in Panzer as well.
Oh yeah, Panzer Mark
the,
4, which was a fucking insane machine.
Oh yeah.
Which won multiple competitions as well. It won Robotica, which is a real deep cut.
I'm trying to remember, did Panzer ever make it to the Robot Wars World Championships or no?
Yes, it did. It was Panzer. I think it was Mark II that got to the World Championships.
Yeah.
But Mark IV, I think it was Panzer Mark II and Panzer Mark IV won. Fantastic.
They got a piano dropped on it. Oh my god.
Rod, we're gonna have to show Rodri. We're gonna have to show Rodri the drop zone compilation.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, you got a rollover chassis? You can play as Mega Morg now.
So what do I do now?
Famous. Go to tournament again and do the silver tournament, please.
Ah, okay.
I think Piggy's in trouble here.
Yeah,
on,
be careful.
I've,
He might want to
Kelsey,
push you
Kelsey,
into the pit.
Piggy's in the middle.
Who you choosing? Who you choosing? Are we sticking with Propeller?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with it. It's been working well so far.
So
Wheelie
Propellerhead's
cheese.
been good for you, actually. It's just hilarious because I use Propellerhead sometimes when I played the game, and it is not always worked out for me, Propellerhead. So
Guess it
Guess
depends
just-
on one's playstyle.
Skace is just a natural. Firestorm really went in the pit there. I just saw that.
it nearly did, and it's just like, what the fuck? Get in.
It would never. This would never happen.
Oh,
Drive in the pit. Go on, lad. Get in the pit.
I know.
Get in the
Firestorm
pit.
and
Go on,
Dominator
get in the
2
Get
did
in there,
fight.
boy.
Did fight each other in Series 4, and I still think Firestorm should have won that fight.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was.
The decision went. The decision went to Dominator.
Mm.
I mean, it got absolutely bollocked by Pussycat in the next round, so it wasn't too bad. But
God, can you imagine if Firestorm had been in there? Would it have gotten bollocks as well? Do you reckon?
the Pussycat, yeah, I reckon so.
Mm.
Oh,
Whoa, hey!
come on, enemy AI, go into the damn pit. You know you want to.
We're gonna have to get you guys to play Robot Rumble 2 or Robot Arena 2. That would be great.
Yeah, no, as I say, but like going back to the rollover chassis,
Like a fly trying to get out of a
Bill
window.
Mega Morg from my hometown.
What was that?
boys.
Freaking pillar dropped on it.
I was born in Bury St Edmunds, and I lived in Stowmarket for a little bit. And
Yeah.
Cassius is from Mickfield, which is very near Stowmarket. So technically, I tell people, oh yeah, Cassius and Chaos 2 are my hometown bots, even though I haven't lived in Stowmarket for eons.
God, can I imagine if I met anybody else in the Robot Wars community go, what's your hometown robot? Mega Morg.
The closest robot to me now is King Buxton.
Oh no!
Would you
Actually, first time
believe
I
it if I said to you right now, the closest robot to me, I think still technically, is still Mega Morg?
That's fucking funny.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the guy who owns Mega Morg actually emigrated to New Zealand.
That is fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
Come, grow up and, have the same fucking hometown as fucking Mega Morg, Swansea and South Wales, and then move to New Zealand and it's like, oh, fuck, I'm still near Mega Morg. Okay.
I know a lot of the people who are very much the most committed editors of the Robot Wars wiki. So if they're watching this, and I'll probably get them to watch it, I can always ask.
I think that's how I found out about it, because I'm fairly sure I read it on the wiki was somebody had mentioned he moved to New Zealand. I
I wanna
might
see him go.
quite quickly look this
Come
up. while we
on.
have the moment.
Yes.
I tried.
And propeller-head's up against the goat. Chaos 2.
Oh, that's so dejecting.
You were
Yeah.
right.
It was one of those risk reward situations.
Oh, the hell? Have you ever seen a crazy moment like this in Robot Wars before, Chris?
What's this? Sorry.
Someone so desperate to put a bot in a pit, but he ends up
Yes.
bringing his own bot into. Okay.
Oh, that's happened.
That's never happened. That's never ever happened in Robot Wars history. That's a complete unknown.
Ironically, it was a fight between Tornado and Dominator 2, where Tornado got hit by Matilda's flywheel, flew in the air, nearly went into the pit, and then Dominator 2 went in afterwards. But there was also the King Buxton and Eric fight. You beat Chaos 2. Holy shit. This would never happen in real life.
Skater is dominating, man.
So just
My goat, he's washed.
I looked up the Mega Morg situation.
Yeah.
So basically,
Oh man,
the Series 7 and the Series 7 version of Mega Morg and the Series 4 shell made a static appearance at a live event in Swansea in 2012, and then another chap actually has Mega Morg Series 7 at least, and the shell of Morg.
It's a Robo Nerd a couple of years ago.
Yeah, there you go, in 2019, yeah. And the guy who emigrated over here, so he didn't take Morg with him, that was incorrect, so...
But he did emigrate, you're right about one part.
Oh, he did, and unfortunately he passed away in 2016 of a brain hemorrhage.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Dorian
Sad thing
Corley.
about sad thing about Robot Wars is you suddenly start hearing about old team members who just passed away, and it's just like, damn, we're getting old. What the fuck's going on?
I remember hearing about Rex Garrett passing away, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, man.
Can you believe that's nearly 6 years ago now?
Yeah. Am I mistaken in also thinking that the chap from Chaos has also gone, Mick Cutter?
Mick Cutter? I did not know that.
Or is he still around? For some reason, like something.
No
in the back of my
idea.
head said he was gone. I'd have to look that up.
No, I didn't. I haven't heard anything about Mick Cutter.
All right, let's just stick with what's been working.
Mick Cutter, underrated guy.
Oh,
Ah,
I needed that then. What the hell is this?
so
Let's
Oh,
look on the
head.
bright side. You didn't
Where-
fall into the pit this
where are
time.
we in terms of progression? Who's further through?
Skater.
So far,
Skater.
Okay.
because Skater's on the silver tournament, whereas King is presently still on bronze.
Skater's up
see.
against Pussycat, which I think, if me following this is of any indication, I think this is the final of the silver tournament.
Either final or semi-final, I believe. Yeah.
No,
Okay, so he's a whole tournament ahead.
well,
I
I'm in the
think it's-
gold. I picked gold tournament. He's my first match of the gold tournament.
Oh,
He's already-
Jesus, we're already in goal.
Oh damn!
Well, I think it's a travesty that Chaos 2 is further back from Hypnodisc and Pussycat in the competitions.
So you're already
Also,
on.
just-
Yeah.
sorry, just clarify. Yeah, I don't know why I thought Mick Cutter had passed away. There's nothing there to suggest he had. So
No, I hadn't heard anything about Mick Cutter. Rex
I know,
definitely passed away.
I yeeted his ass.
Yeah, Pussycat went flying. Pussycat, what a machine! What a machine! Absolute giant killer.
Is it Mark Thorpe?
I
that
don't
passed?
think Dominator's
Yeah,
still
Mark-
walking out, but
Mark Thorpe passed away in late
Okay, that was-
2023.
Oh,
I don't know.
Uncle Rosie.
That fucked me up when I learned about that, because it was Mike Winter who I interviewed, who had sent me an email saying that Mark had passed away, and I just hit me like a ton of
Interesting
bricks.
design.
Rest in peace to the goat.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one of his event shirts. I'm wearing a Robot Wars 96 shirt right now.
Oh, damn.
That's some respect,
Proper
dude.
legend, yeah.
Mad respect.
Cost me way too much, but I knew I wasn't going to
There
let
goes
up the
Pussycat
opportunity.
into the pit.
How much by chance?
Chaos 2 again. Let's go, baby! The GOAT. The greatest robot of all time.
The gold tournament version of Chaos 2, so
Yeah, it's still in the
Probably be-
quarterfinals, which is...
probably be a bit more difficult, I would imagine.
Well, quarterfinals for this era of Chaos 2 would be somewhat accurate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, if Chaos 2 is one of those bots that, like, got, like, very uncompetitive very quickly.
Yeah, as I say, it peaked very quickly, yeah.
It peaked and it troughed as instantly.
It's always one of those ones that, as a kid, like I always like hoped would get upgrades, and then you'd hear George Francis in the interview segments going, "So what have you interviewed? Oh, I've done nothing." And it's like,
he did fuck all in Series 4, still won it. Couldn't really afford many upgrades. For like the big upgrade for Series 5 was that it could flip further, but that downside to that was because it was such a small frame, it would flip itself.
Yeah.
But all the robots you see in BattleBots, I think most of them had seen Chaos 2 and were like, "Holy shit, look at this!" So that's why you've got like bots like Toro and
I was going to say
T minus,
Toro
T minus. Most of them, I
massive flipper.
I don't know if they would be directly influenced by Chaos 2, but if it wasn't for Chaos 2 and the rear hinge flipper, I don't think T minus or Toro or Bronco or Apollo, none of them would exist in the way that they do. Like,
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Well, did you? There was one fight Toro had in BattleBots. I don't know if you've seen it, but where he flipped someone. He flipped someone so bad they hit the top of the arena, the roof.
I don't know if I saw that, but the one I think of is I think the T minus fight against Hazard, where like Hazard had won like 3 titles in a row, and they managed to stop Hazard's weapon, and they flipped it once, and they were just fucking celebrating wildly.
Yeah. Biohazard?
No,
or Hazard, because
Hazard the spinner, the middleweight spinner.
Oh, the spinner. Oh yeah, the smaller. Oh, yeah, okay. There was also
I don't think I'll be winning.
There was also Biohazard 2, which was technically a flipper, but it was more like the
it was a lifter. It was a lifter.
The
It was a
lifter, there we
lifter.
go, yeah.
Carlo Bertoncini, an absolute legend.
Mm-hmm.
King, in response to what you just said, I think you've still got time to pull it off. It's just, I think you need to try and shove him into the pit. If you
Panzer.
Yeah.
You like
Rosie is
blasted him.
smoking.
I'm trying to
Wait,
figure
Rosie-
out. I've had it happen to me a couple times where the blade spins up just stupid fast, like full speed. And when it does that,
That was great.
It yeets people. But I don't
I
know
was like,
what's the condition to do it, because most of the time it's just like seems to be like normal speed.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's just some glitch in the collision, because it's like you both went fucking flying.
Yeah, I knew that was happening.
Dominator beats Rosie. Interesting.
Yeah, that would happen.
Yeah.
I do love Rosie the Riveter though.
What gun is this?
Rosie
See, if it was me, I would know who
Riveter.
I would go for in this match, but
I'll make sure I
Little
do.
Ragdoll. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim's losing this battle of Robot Wars Extreme Warriors.
I've been down a rabbit hole. I've been watching a lot of Rosie and Jim recently.
It seems very peaceful to watch.
Oh yeah, it is. It just
I
makes
get that
me
way.
yearn for like a nice simple life on the canals.
You're gonna have to buy one of those boats
Yeah, sure, something different.
to ride on canals, and we'll like maybe see if the old ragdoll is still is on sale somewhere.
Oh, probably is. In some warehouse for about £50.
Here we go.
Or I could just buy a boat and do it up to look like the old ragdoll.
Where I work is a Warner hotel, and one of the Warner hotels in England is, if I'm correct, is where the old Blobbyland theme park used to be, Crinkly Bottom.
Oh, really?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Apparently is now a Warner hotel.
You can tell it's a British town by its name.
Crinkly Bottom,
Ooh, propeller-head and razor.
Near where Chris and I are, there's a place called Nutbourne. Just Nutbourne. Yeah.
There's Cocking and Diddling close by each other.
Yeah.
So you hit him. Oh, I was gonna say you gave him a good hit the first time around. He's just backed off ever since. He's like, "Oh shit, this thing's actually."
Yeah, this isn't accurate.
Here it is.
You need Ian Lewis having a temper tantrum and talking about like gentlemen's agreements afterwards.
Shit.
Jesus.
Some of us are gentlemen. Some of us hold back.
Oh, he's in the corner. You got Dominator in the corner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Is that a frying pan on your head, King?
Honestly, Hypnodisc was the right move for you, mate.
Oh,
there we go.
Fuck you, Dominator.
Yeah, we go.
Dead Metal looks so fucking weird with barely any polygons.
You think he looks weird? You should take a look at Kill-A-Lot.
I have not seen Kill-A-Lot yet.
So is this
Kill-A-Lot look ridiculous?
Is this Metal Gear Solid or Twisted Metal Gear Solid?
It's Twisted Metal Gear Solid. What is that?
And Razor gets a TV dropped on him.
You got a big ass CRTV drop.
Yeah.
A TV takeover, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, there it is. That's the gold.
Ooh.
That is the gold trophy. So,
okay, good job.
Pause there, King, because unfortunately,
that
is your run. I set the timer for 45 minutes, and we haven't even gone to bloody 20 at the time I'm saying this.
I was going to say, I hope this wasn't. This went faster than I.
No, we went 25 minutes, so it was a good solid match. So yeah, so not too bad. Yeah, 25 minutes. So, but yeah, so unfortunately, King didn't quite make it out of bronze. So yeah, I think had you gone Hypnodisc at the beginning, I think you'd have been off to a rip roaring start.
Yeah, the spinner seemed to be the right choice, honestly.
Spinner, I mean, like I was trying to say before, I know who I usually pick out when I play this game, and it tends to be Chaos.
Yeah,
just because flipping the shit out of people in this game is so much fun. But yeah, so we'll have a brief chat. So, King, how you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. I wasn't even supposed to be in this tournament originally, so hey.
No, not bad for someone who was, drafted in at last minute as a comical 13th entrant. As hey, we'll bring somebody in because we thought let's raise the stakes of the F1 qualifier. And God, let me try and recall this. You put it on. I think it was 9th for qualifying in F1. So you did that pretty. Yeah, I think it was 9th, because Connor was 10th, and then it was Radiant, and then Hannah was 12th, and then obviously Jade was last. But yeah, so to come in and do that, you put it on a fairly decent position. Then you came in, you did Sheepdog and Wolf, you pipped Dreadclaw for second place, and then you made it hit the quarters at least. I mean, that's a bloody solid effort. So how are you feeling about that, having made it this far at least?
Yeah. I did okay. Getting used to the controls was annoying here.
Yeah, but I do also think maybe Firestorm probably wasn't the one for you. Like I'm thinking in terms of first time players what they would pick out, and I'm thinking we'll come to Skater in a minute, but I think he had the right idea going with propeller-head. Or I know he was also looking at Hypnodisc at one stage before we set out. So, but yeah, so. It's been good to have you in, but I'm afraid you are out, good sir. But you made it to the quarters, so not bad an effort, not to be disheartened at all. Especially, as you said, like someone who wasn't originally signed up for this thing. Not bad at all, not bad. So, round of applause to you, mate.
Mm.
Right, Skater.
You
You did it.
Yeah, I did. I'm surprised because I just never played this game at all before. But it wasn't too different from BattleBots, so that might have helped me a bit. But also, it's been like 20 years since I played the BattleBots game. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Propeller-head seemed to serve you quite well there.
did, and I didn't even know there was an option to change like during new tournaments, but I was just like, oh, it's been working so far, so I'll just stick with it.
Exactly, yeah. Why change was not broken, yeah.
Yeah, and I very much share the same sentiments with Piggus. It is good to see you here in the quarterfinal, and good to get to do another thing with you. One of my former tag team partners. So it was good. It was.
I
it
was
was
going to say,
good.
your longest tag team partner, at least until Gizmo came along, yeah.
Yep. So that's definitely great for us to have do another thing together. And
It's interesting, actually, because you're the only person now who's fought against both of his tag team partners in this event, because you've now had you had
Oh,
King
yeah,
here, you had Gizmo, yeah.
yeah.
Had she made it through, you could have probably faced Hannah somewhere along the line, but unfortunately she didn't make it out of round one, so yeah.
Yeah, so this was definitely a blast. Good showing with you again, Piggus, and this was a good game. This was a fun game. It did remind me a lot of BattleBots, so this was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So now you are through to the semis, top four, final four, I should say, as I like to refer to it, or final four. How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it would go this well. As well as it's gone so far for me already. So we'll see. Wouldn't be too surprised if the saying that the shoe drops at some point. But it's been just fun. Or the first two races have been a lot of fun already. So whatever happens, I'll be content. Let's see what happens with the final four. Let's see what is even played there. It'll probably be something just as fun, I imagine. So.
Well, I don't know who you're going to face at the moment, because I think at this point, everybody who's made it to Final Four has not faced each other at all at any stage, because everybody from Final Four is from a different group, actually. Yeah, as I say, nobody from the same group made it through. So, I can reveal to you...
The games have been
sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, just so far, it's I just imagine it being fun regardless, because we started off great. I had a lot of fun doing the qualifying with the with the F1, and then Jackie Chan game was a really pleasant surprise. That ended up being a lot of fun. It was kind of a lot like kind of like a Arkham, like beat 'em up game. I really liked that kind of thing. So that was a great fun too. And then BattleBot Robot Wars. So. I'm just looking forward to what the next game's going to end up being. It should be fun.
Absolutely. Before I reveal who is in the next round, I'll just get a brief mention from the three spectators in our Peanut gallery as to what they thought. Starting with Mr. Bobbledink. Any words from you, sir?
Yeah, I mean, the pit really screwed King over a bunch, but it's weird. I always thought that the pit was sort of a lame addition, yet here I found my eyes drawn to it. It's like it's like a void, and it sucks you in. It's very well played for both players, and Skate, you pulled that off masterfully. So
I mean, if you thought the pit was a lame addition, wait till you get introduced to the Fog of War.
The Fog of War!
Speaking of Fog of War, Mr. CJC, any thoughts from you?
Yeah, if you ask any American bot builder how they feel about a pit, then they will pretty much say the same thing that you did, that it is a lame addition. That was great. I was glad to have been a part of it. Glad to see all the bots that I remember seeing growing up and info dumping about them. I will say one last thing before I bow out. Go outside and touch grass. Please don't be a loner. But if you do stay inside, go and watch TV Takeover. Good night.
Oh my god!
That's good. That is good.
Hitting us with the Craig Charles type poetry. That is bloody
Oh
brilliant.
my god.
Had to.
And
I had to.
dreadful. And any words from you, mate?
I enjoyed the chaos.
Enjoyed
There
the
we go.
chaos.
The chaos too.
Was it everything you hoped for as you ate your fish and chips?
Yep.
Did you find those currants?
Heck yeah.
Great, nice.
Right. Well, before we finish up, I suppose we should also have a quick chat about who made it through to round 3 and how round 3 will work. So, round 3 will feature the final 4. So, obviously, Skater is one of the final 4. The remaining 3, of course, being Coyote, Bobbledink,
Hey, that's me.
and myself.
Oh, this is going to be nice.
So this is going to be a lovely final 4. In terms of who is facing who, I don't know yet. So they will be randomly drawn, and the random draws will be posted fairly shortly, I would dare say, after this match has been concluded. But the other thing I will mention, just say, is basically in the semis, you know, if you lose here, not a big deal. You still go on to the bronze final, because, of course, we do have the bronze final this time. And there is a slight change to the bronze final this time. I'll reveal it now ahead of time. But basically, in previous Square Rallies, the bronze final has been one game that 2 players have agreed on, and they play that game, and the winner obviously gets third place. We have made a slight modification to the bronze final this time, in that the bronze final will now be 2 games back to back, because we want to raise the stakes a little bit. Because, you know, the grand final has 3 games back to back. We thought, well, the bronze should at least get 2, you know, because it's it seems a bit weird just to be doing 1 game as we have done for every other match throughout the event. So yeah, whoever gets knocked out of the semis, you'll meet each other in the bronze. You'll pick out a game each. A coin toss will be done, best of 3 coin tosses, to determine the order of which of the 2 games will be played first. And yeah, that's the bronze final. And of course, then the winners will go on to the grand final, which, of course, much as is tradition, 3 games back to back to back. There may be some slight variations on that, but I'll talk to whoever makes it to the grand final at the time. And also in the bronze as well, just to discuss about how they would like to play, because it depends on the games they want to choose, because we might make some slight format tweaks here and there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yes, semi-finals, nobody from previous groups, as I mentioned before, has from the same group has qualified, so it could be anybody. It could be Bobbledink versus Skater, it could be Skater versus Coyote. It could be Skater versus me. Ooh. This could be quite a fun little showdown.
Pretty stacked semis.
It is a very stacked semi, absolutely. So with that in mind, I think it's only fair that we wrap this up, and we will see you all in the semi-finals, the 2 semi-final matches, whatever they may be. But until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all in the semi-finals. Bye-bye, everybody!
Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello folks, it is Kiwi of the Future here, just coming to you with a quick update in the editing phase for this video, just to announce to you what will be happening during round 3, the semi-finals of Television Takeover. You can expect a pair of matches coming up now, including one of the competitors who has just qualified in this match, of course that being Skater6453, who just had a brilliant match with KingOfThePiggus, but he will be joined by myself, that's the Kiwi Dragon, my co-host for Television Takeover, Bobbledink, and of course Coyote. But who is going to be facing who in round 3? Well, I can officially reveal to you now the Television Takeover round 3 matchups, the pair of them, starting with myself, the Kiwi Dragon. I will be going one-on-one with my own partner, Coyote, in a semi-final match to play South Park Chef's Love Shack on the PlayStation to see who could score the most points on Hot and Heavy mode. The winner will advance to the Grand Final, and the loser will advance to the Bronze Final. And of course, the second match will feature my co-host Bobbledink up against the man on his revenge tour, Skater6453, as they play wacky races on the Game Boy Color with the goal of beating all cups, then replaying the Crazy Cup with their first unlocked character. The winner will advance to the Grand Final, the loser to the Bronze Final. And of course, with that out of the way, all that's left to say is I hope you've enjoyed Television Takeover so far. I hope you'll stick around for round 3, that being the semi-finals. And of course, don't forget to stick around for round 4, the Bronze Final and the Grand Final. We've made some interesting changes since we recorded this video. The Bronze Final and the Grand Final now have a bit of a twist to each one, but we'll talk about that more in depth once we've finished round 3. But until then, we shall see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all later.